Hello everyone, my name is Michael Yates and I am doing my RipMix feed for ETEC 540. And my title is really horrible, but basically I just want to show the how text has evolved in collaborative apps in the online space. So text has come a long way. From its humble beginnings on pieces of animal skin to being the basis of all communication online. Regardless of the technology, it is the text that gives it more meaning. Now let's look at what text is currently doing to aid communication online. Okay, so these are collaborative apps or collaboration apps. I'm talking more about just the text-based ones. A lot of these do have like voice over IP type things, but I'm just looking at the text in them. So if you look at Slack, WhatsApp, and Mattermost, these are basically communication apps that you type something in. They're instant messengers basically that just have evolved into incorporating other technologies into them. So we have Slack, WhatsApp, Mattermost, then Skype, which is mostly considered voice over IP, but there is an instant messaging app in it as well. We have Google Talk, Messenger, and a couple of other things like WeChat, IBM Connections, which probably isn't used that much. But what we want to look at is like how when you simply type something in and it gets sent and it's just stored there for another person to look at it. Like that used to be, we have to do meetings, we have to do all these different things, but now we can communicate in our own time or in real time. So what I mean by that is I can send a message to somebody who's currently asleep, and when they wake up, they'll get it, and then they can respond to it. Or we can be speaking in real time and collaborate instantly. Another thing are like these blogs and these website creators. This is all text. It's hypertext markup language. It's using text online, and these people are creating content in a text-based environment, in a hypertext-based environment. So there are a couple of things that can do this, but I'm only going to look at the three of these. So we got WordPress, we got Weebly, and we got Wix. So I'm sure having exposure in the Met system, you've seen some Weeblies and Wixes, and we are currently using WordPress because the website and the blog space or the web space is a WordPress site. It's just incorporated in the UBC infrastructure. These again, they just allow you to do so much with text that we could never have conceived possible before. And then we have these online document editors. Everybody here has probably used a Google Doc. You type something in, you let it go into cyberspace, other people can add to it. Basically, you're creating these documents in text, online, again, in real time or on your own time. But it's all text and it's all amazing. So we've got like Google Forms, which is one of the, like in ETEC 540, we basically use Google Forms to give our assignments to our instructor. We've got Google Slides. I haven't really used this, but like I'm more of like a Zeetings type person, but Google Slides is again using text, making it pretty, and then showing it to the world. Google Docs, I think this is self-explanatory. It's just, it even has all those beautiful word processing functions of helping us with our grammar and our spelling and everything. And Google Sheets. I love Google Sheets because it's easy to manipulate parts of the screen to show different things. So I can put text here, 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 and without having to do all these weird formatting things that you have to do in a document. So these are like embedded tools, like collaboration tools that you can put into your blogs and stuff like that, that basically take text and make it living. If you've ever seen Padlet, this is like one of those discussion board type apps. And again, it just adds so much more. It's text. You can add images. You can add other media to it. But it's the text that really does give it the meaning. Twidla is another one. You can it's like a whiteboard app. So you can write things in there. You can get people to respond to things. Pretty interesting little toy. Canva makes text very pretty, adds images to it, and then you can share it. It's like a online publishing app. Teams, yeah, you probably use that if you're in a business environment. And Yammer is like your own personal Facebook. It's like you create Facebooks offline, and for not offline, but within your own system. Other people can get to it, but it's actually, again, using text to communicate and collaborate with people from anywhere. So honestly, I really like this quote. Like many others, I had no idea that the web would grow into a defining application for electronic communication. Well, Jay, you should have. As a global hypertext system, the web has provided the most convincing evidence of the computer's potential to refashion the practice of writing. For better or worse, the web is hypertext for us today and tomorrow. All the earlier applications of standalone hypertext seem experimental or provisional in comparison, which makes you really think about what the future is going to hold for us, because everything we're doing right now is going to seem low tech in the future. It seemed worthwhile to revise writing space to take the web into account, simply because much of what I had written was made obsolete by this phenomenon. And I put a big happy face on that, because let's face it, a lot of the stuff we've read in this course is about history. And as med students, we want to go forward. We want to be looking at what's going to happen. We want to forecast. We want to be thinking about how to use what we currently have. But again, there's that old saying, if you don't know the history, you're deemed to repeat it. I don't think that can be really made applicable in the web, but who knows? In the end, text is growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, and we got to keep up with it. And it's awesome how it's used to collaborate. That's it.